all right. I think that last follow in my notifications was after I rated out. I don't remember thanking XM. So thank you for the follow, XM. Clean. Hey, Joriovs. Happy Thursday. Doing a warm-up today. Oh, God. Incredibly scuffed. Feeling confident for today. I don't know. The week hasn't been great so far, but who knows? We'll have to see. Happy Thursday, Ira. Happy Thursday and Happy New Year, Caloria. How have I progressed? What's my PB? My current PB is relatively new. It was, I believe, the 23rd of December. And I failed the final jump out of the planets. So I'm on floor 15, about 3 jumps away from floor 16. Nice. Back-to-back 360s. Love to see it. Hey, Scovlet. Doing pretty well. Got a good night's sleep last night, so hopefully that is a sign of good things to come. Happy Thursday. Absolutely. Happy Thursday, Gert. Thank you so much for the raid. How was your stream? Welcome in, everybody. Clean. Oh, beautiful. God damn. Could not have asked for a better one. Happy Thursday, Analotta. Riolu in a TM stream? What are we talking about? Beautiful. Ooh. Hope all's well. It is. Yeah, thank you. The warm-up, at least, is starting spectacularly. Was that? No! Why did I have to speak? God damn it. Only streamed for 20 minutes, but achieved world record. Playing Forza. Okay, cool. Man, imagine failing the final jump of 11. Oh, that's what you were talking about. I completely blanked. I was looking at usernames, not Pokemon. Oh, man. Boink. Okay, gross. I was about to explain who Riolu is. Man. Technically, kind of the guy to blame for me getting into Trackmania. Never watched any of his stuff, but like, that was how I heard about the game. He escaped. Ooh. No one caught Riolu. Feels bad. Hey, Stistrip. Welcome in. Happy Thursday. I swear, there's nothing to bring down a warm-up quite like failing the very first, or the very last jump of 11. Hey, Cuber. Happy Thursday. Oh, God. All right. Not how I should do that recovery. But kind of fun trying to go forward direct. Hey, Lauren. Happy Thursday. That is interesting that it has your name in parentheses there. Whew. Forgot you could only change your display name every 60 days. Happy Happy National Snuggle a Chicken Day. That seems reckless. Oh god. Stuck with this katakana name. Oh, is that what it is? The name in parentheses is your pending name change. That's interesting. Nard Alexios, welcome in. Happy Thursday to you as well. Alright. The one nice thing about failing the final jump of 11 gives me more time to practice it. More 11 practice never hurt anybody. Oh, you're joking. That looked so good. I think I released at some point during the jump, though. So I get why it failed. Yeah. The angle looked really good, though, right? How's the climb been, though? Feel like you've not been here in like 3 months. I mean, I got a new PB at the end of last month. Can't complain. Looked fine, good even. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was definitely a little surprised that it failed. Oh well. Oh, is that what? Maybe that's what's going on. All right, why did you choose that katakana name, though? Like, what is the meaning between full miss? Or fool miss? Unclear. Loan words are weird. It's just somebody else's name. Okay, fair enough. There we go. Will you be banned for impersonation? As long as nobody tells Anya, you'll probably be fine. And I guess you probably don't want to do anything malicious, pretending to be the other person to people who know who the other person is. You're probably all right. Boink. And now you understand why Twitch does the parentheses. So that you can't steal other people's names? Maybe they should do that with special characters too then. Like when people put a dash instead of an I or something. Or a full break, I think. I think one of the biggest flexes an otaku can flex is being able to watch subbed anime without subtitles. What about watching it with subtitles and correcting the subtitles as you watch it? Someone could impersonate you if they changed the L for an L. True. Oh my god. That may be the most scuffed 12 end. Wish you had the patience to learn Japanese. It's pretty fun. I quite enjoy it. Surely that's the intended way. Oh god. Stop to check the time before entering 13. Yeah, clearly. Man, this has been a really scuffed attempt here. What with that that 12 entry, that Bob loop entry. Scuffed warm-up? Yeah. Pretty much. Tried Duolingo only to realize it uses AI for its translations. Didn't used to. But yeah. Duolingo has never really been the best for especially Japanese. It teaches you phrases that just aren't actually used in regular Japanese. The weird 11 roof slide fail. That, also the final jump of 11 failed that somehow. Boink. To learn Japanese, just what the hell does this mean? And then you're like, oh, cool. I mean, that's language in general, I think. But that is my favorite way of learning stuff now. Now that I know the general way that, like, words work, when I'm watching something and listening and I hear a word and I'm like, wait a minute, what was that? Why did that word get used when I know a different word that means something similar? And then, like, the nuances of different, like, near synonyms. Crap. Blech. Most good for hiragana and katakana. Yeah, I mean, it's basically just flashcards at that point, but yeah. I don't know. I like it for learning kanji too. It's just grammar and, like, well, it's good for kanji, but it's not good for, like, like I was saying, stuff as simple as like normal conversational Japanese. I feel like it just teaches you so many phrases that are just never used. We love plastic. Yeah, I mean, that one... That jump is just kind of weird at the end. I needed to do an earlier air brake. That was the mistake I made. I only air braked like halfway through the jump. Really closely related languages where learning feels like adapting what you already know. For a Westerner to learn Japanese feels more like learning from scratch. No, absolutely. I think the biggest thing is the grammar. Since a lot of the time the verb, which would come at the near the beginning of a Western language, will be happening at the end. Kind of have to reprogram your brain for like finding the importance of words. Hey, Eric. Happy Thursday. Welcome in. Learn most of your kana through reading Japanese lyrics while the song was playing. Don't know uncommon kana. I mean, that's a way to do it. Honestly, not even that bad, probably, right? There we go. What was that, like second try 13? Not bad. Am I close to beating my PB? Right now I'm not on the main map. This is a warm-up. So I wouldn't say so. But at the same time, like, any run could beat my PB. Oops. Oh, man. No, if you don't see a big green timer on the screen, then it's not the main. Well, even if you see a green timer, it isn't necessarily the main map. There are other maps. But that yellow timer at the top means that I'm in the middle of a warm-up. Oof. If you see the green timer and it's approaching 2,000 hours, then it's the main map. True. That's really the best way of knowing. Fantastic. That would probably save, maybe. You can never really tell with that dumb sand bump, but... Oh, that's uncommon. I would hope so. Yeah. I think the main problem is that some people use like just the green timer plugin or like their own timer, and it combines all of the time that they're spending. Whereas I'm just using the default dips ++ green timer plugin. And that one separates it based on the map. Adds a little confusion, but it makes me... Oh my god. Man, 14. Gives me less work to do. Nope. All right. Focus up. Time to beat 14. Clean. Cool. Too far to the left, maybe? There's a chance. No, I think it's fine. Yeah, we're good. As soon as I did the setup, I realized that it was a little scuffed. Yeah, if it works, it works. But I would still rather have it be more clean. Don't want to do it riskier on purpose. Nice. Cool. Man, that's always nice. I love it when I'm just able to call it. No. After the last fail that I did on 14, I said, time to clear 14. And then I did it. Feels good. Second half of 14 went well. Yeah, I mean, there were a couple spots that were a little iffy, but no, all in all, second half of 14 went really well. No fails. That's true, isn't it? Not only was it like first try, but I didn't have to redo anything. The only bad thing about the second half of 14 was that some of the jumps were closer than I would like. Say that at the beginning of every floor on the real run. Yeah, every single floor, just say, all right, time to clear floor 0. Nice. Good to finally do it the intended way. Oh, damn. And does this miss 12? No, yes, kind of. Oh, man. I mean, it technically didn't miss 12. I sure hit 12. Just didn't stick the landing. Boink. The pipe was nice. Love my hat on the profile pic. Thank you. I've got it on loan to a slowpoke right now. Very nice. At least it worked the way that we wanted it to for once. Yeah. I am still pretty bitter about that jump. It might actually be my least favorite jump on the map. Oh my god, are you kidding me? Man. Well, technically tied my PB. So I think after this attempt, if I don't make it to 16, then I will just spawn myself there and practice planets. Usually how I do it on this thing. But clearly it's just time to clear 15. Man, that thing is so stupid. All right. Let's do this. And then have I paid to any attention to Granati's tournament? Not particularly, no. Okay. What if I aim for the middle? Yeah, kind of close enough. Like this, maybe? It worked. Man, this thing is so incredibly stupid. Hey. Thank you so much for the raid, Tricologne. Welcome in, everybody. Happy Thursday. What was that one? I don't know. It worked. It worked, so why not? Anyway. Enough of practicing that jump. Good luck today. Thank you, Utsev. Boink. Thank you for the follow. Yeah, absolutely. No problem. Feel it, today's the day. Like finish day or 16 day? PB day? Good day. Hey, thank you for the follow as well. Appreciate it. All of the above. I mean, if I did finish, it would be a PB day and a floor 16 day. So yeah, why not? Why not all of the above? All right. PB day would be cool. Yeah. Gross. Oh yeah, what were you guys up to before the raid? Hopefully the stream went well. I think I got distracted by the absurdity of floor 15. All for a floor 16 day. It is getting harder and harder to have it be a PB day and not a 16 day, to be fair. Gotta love Kubas floor. I do? With the exception of that dumb pipe. Not pipe. Plastic beam thing. Oh, God. Kappa and then Dark Souls 1. Sounds like fun. Man, it has been a while since I played Dark Souls 1. I've always wanted to do a ranged build. Wait. Is this like the first playthrough you've done? Like blind Dark Souls 1? Because I feel like most people no longer struggle with Dark Souls 1 after they beat it the first time. First time you've ever played Dark Souls. Dang. That's got to be an experience. I personally like hated the game until at some point I think somebody said something like that endurance was super good. And as soon as I started putting points into endurance, I was like, wait a minute, this feels so much better. But I think the first time I tried playing, I just slammed all my points into strength. And it was such a bad time. No. Maybe I put all my points into Dex. I think it was all into Dex. Because I, at the very least, did figure out that how weapon scaling worked a little bit. Have 270 deaths. Honestly, probably not that bad, right? For that amount of... that distance into Dark Souls 1. I have no idea how much I died, but it was surely a ton. I will say that my second playthrough, I think, was significantly more fun. When I actually knew, like, enemy patterns and dodging the correct timing. You feel the floor 16? Good luck. Thank you. My year's PB so far is failing the Ice 360 on 10. So my goal for today is at least getting to 11. First time playing Dark Souls 1, damn, that's got to be an experience. Person who decided to start playing TM by playing Deep Dip. True. I mean, I also have played Dark Souls, though. And just based on my experience, Dark Souls feels much more cryptic. At least Deep Dip is kind of straightforward and what it wants you to do. Some of the mechanics might not be, like ice sliding and all that, but at least when I played, it did not feel like I got enough information on how the game worked. It was only after, like, watching some YouTube video about someone else playing Dark Souls and then, like, going back that I was like, oh, yeah, this is how it works. This is optimal gameplay. I don't think it helped that I was in the mindset of hoarding. I'm a big hoarder in those kinds of RPGs. So I don't think I spent nearly as much souls on, like, levels instantly the first time I played. Boink. Dark Souls is not a hoarding game. Especially not with your souls. Spend those while you got them. That's because you have a Black Knight sword. Makes it so much easier. Without the sword, it was a horribly hard game. Better for you now. Yeah, I think I've always wanted to do either a bow build or a magic build. That's something I've never really delved into. No shield in general sounds like fun, though. I mean, fun in the way that it forces you to actually, like, dodge properly. Hi, Mom. Hope your Thursday's going well. Although your Thursday is Friday, so congrats on it being almost the weekend. You would feel the same way if you'd play Deep Dip without watching clips / chat's help. True. I mean, I didn't really watch clips, but I did get chat's help. But I do feel like a lot of what I did was, like, the most cryptic thing I would say was air braking. There's nothing in the game that really teaches you about air braking. Whew. Nothing in the game that teaches you anything? I don't know. I feel like a lot of Deep Dip taught me about stuff coming up on Deep Dip. Happy Thursday, Parrot. Like, there's ice on Floor Gang. Just in the, like, in the outside. Random ice scenery. And I was able to use that to learn how ice felt. On the other hand, I'm not exactly the best example because I've been watching Trackmania since, like, 2021 or something. So I've picked up certain bits. Like, I didn't have to learn that the best way to drive on ice is to turn your car sideways and steer towards the direction you want to go. Didn't have to invent the ice slide. I did have to learn how to do it, but just gives you a car and goes, there you go, figure out the rest. Yeah. I don't know. I do feel like there are a lot of instances where you do something and it's a more advanced version of a thing you've already done. I technically watch other people play the track, but when I watched other people play the track, I hadn't touched Trackmania before. So it was very similar to when you're going somewhere, but you're in the passenger seat of the car. If you then, like, put yourself into the driver's seat and get told, drive to the place that you went to, you would have such a bad time. God damn it. No, rip. But yeah, let me just quickly show you there. Also feel like gears are rather cryptic. True. Right here, there's an ice path. So I would just do that. When I was first learning ice, I would just drive back and forth on this. Get into gear 2. Yeah, fun stuff. Still eating gears time to time after 3,000 hours. Yeah, for sure. Without a plugin, it's really hard to tell at first. Mainly what speed you gear up and down is hard for you. Yeah, I mean, especially if you're listening to music in the background. I feel like a lot of it is sound-based. Also, speed sliding. Yeah, I mean, speed sliding is something that... A lot of those mechanics are stuff that you wouldn't know. Like, I'm lucky that I know enough about Trackmania that I know about stuff like bug sliding. Bug sliding is completely counterintuitive. You would never think turn your car sideways and then hold drift in a direction to zip around. But yeah. No, a lot of the stuff though. Stuff that's not like ice slide and bug sliding. I guess anything without slide in the name. Kind of intuitive. No, one of my favorite examples of the map doing something and then doing it bigger is right here. So when you're here, map shows you like this. You have to get speed and jump up out of this quarter pipe. Look up a couple floors from here. Bigger quarter pipe where you get speed easier. You have to jump up and precisely control like how you're jumping in the air. No slides make no sense. Yeah, I don't really know. The funny thing about this map is that you don't really have to control your speed all that well most of the time. Ooh, God. If you're going fast enough. Fast enough, then it's good enough. Yeah, that one was iffy. hate no slides because you get them way too often. Yeah, I think for me, I don't... The only time that I'm ever doing a no slide is like, at least purposefully, is on floor 10. Definitely one of those things where I... Oh, Neo slide. Neo slide. I mean, some of those were definitely no slides in the messages, but... Yeah, don't do Neo slides anywhere. Turtling's a pretty weird mechanic. That's true. No, luckily I came from a background of being vaguely familiar of the mechanics that exist in Trackmania. That sure made learning how to do everything significantly easier. Not easy, mind you, but easier. Nothing in the game tells you what the timing for it is. I mean, nothing in the game really tells you that you can do it. Aside from having your car land upside down and then being like, wait, what am I doing? At some point, someone landed upside down with a wobble and held gas, and they were like, wait a minute, this works. Weirdly intuitive to you. Wheel on the ground to accelerate. Yeah, for sure. Like, the mechanics of it make sense once you think about it, but I don't think it's just a intuitive thing, like, that you would know it exists before doing it. When the top of the wheel accelerates you backward. I don't want to talk about that. Yeah. Well, broke my brain. Oh, God. I hate missing this part. Close enough. Alright, I'm just glad that it works the way it does and you don't have to reverse. Wasn't expecting it to be that much of a brain breaker. I don't know, it's weird because I don't think I ever really think about it. The direction that it's facing. How often do you actually think about the mechanics of how a wheel works? Happy Thursday, totally. In terms of game mechanics, it makes sense. Yeah, since car go forward, push gas. Any wood on deep dip? No. Not technically. Like, there's wood walls, which I think existed before wood as a surface was released. Cheers. Wheel touches ground, gas, get forward, acceleration. Exactly. Got caught up in AGDQ, running Twilight Princess. Nice. Deep Dip has wood, but it's not like the wood we know now. Yeah. Nice. Is Deep Dip older than the surface? Is it? Did the wood road surface exist before? I think it is, right? Cuz at some point they released like wood blocks with like the wood physics that makes your car go very fast and zippy. Was that at the same time as the desert card? Because I know Desert Car came out shortly after Deep Dip. Oh, it was Snow Car. Then Wood did come out. Like, that... Wood was a thing before Deep Dip 2 came out. Wood came out after most of the building was almost done. Oh, okay. I didn't realize that Snow Car was that new. All I know is that Snow Car exists on the map. Oh, God. Counts for you, Deep Dip's older. I don't know. I don't think anyone ever counts, like, when something starts getting made is the time when it comes out. Delayed the release because of the Wood update? Is that true? I mean... Happy Thursday, Raptor. Yes, okay. Just to make sure that, like, the map wouldn't get completely screwed up with how the new Wood worked. Did have to fix some things. Okay. Cool. Very interesting. Happy Thursday, Fruit Snoots. Boink. Sploosh. Whole new wood, old wood issue since old maps that had wood got broken, but in a later updated AO made old wood its own surface. Guess that's helpful. Definitely how it should have been in the first place. Hey, Patal. Welcome in. Happy Thursday. Deep Dip's too old to use wood. Yeah, but too old to use wood and older than wood are two different things. Because the original question was, is it older than the wood? And since it came out after the wood physics update, I would technically say no. Just because it couldn't use it, because it was being built while the wood was coming out, doesn't mean it's older. Whew. Is Calorian talking about the original Deep Dip? I assumed we were talking about Deep Dip 2 because that's the map that I'm playing. No wood blocks on Deep Dip 2. Not that I know of. Floor 13 has a wood block. Wall ride on floor 6. I don't know. I'm blanking on anything that's, like, legitimately wood. Toward the end of the floor, right before the Elcon skip. Oh, wait, are you... No. This? Is this wood? It's wood-colored blue. Huh. Okay. Not the traditional wood block, but it is a wood surface. No, obviously the sides of a lot of blocks have wood. Like, the first one that comes to mind for me is the floor 2. I don't think Patal was talking about anything relating to, like, wood problems, just the actual block itself. I think it was just a question of whether or not the block existed on Deep Dip 2. Doesn't use any of the new with snow car update wood blocks now. Yeah. Okay. Quack! Makes sense to choose not to use them because of how new they were relative to the map. Happy Thursday, Jan. So hard to be factually accurate without getting massively confusing when it gets to wood. I mean, there were surfaces on other blocks that had wood. And there was an old wood physics, except based off of my understanding, the old wood physics was just road physics. And then once wood physics got updated, the blocks that had the wood surface on old blocks no longer acted like road, and they would now act like wood. And then they created new versions of the old blocks that had the old physics to fix it. I think that's a summation of everything that I have read today. Yeah. By the time the new wood blocks rolled in, all the floors were already built and were just being tested. Makes sense. I guess at that point, the question is the age at time of map release, or by the time it was finished being built and was technically untested? Because I'm sure when you were testing it that there were things that you found that you were like, no, let's change that. During that testing period, it was not the final draft of the map. 99% of Deep Dip 2 is older than the wood physics. Boink. All right. Not bad. Relatively early into the day. Already on floor 8. Feels good. Hey, Seagull. Happy Thursday. Not gonna lie, when I read your message, I thought you were trying to trip me up because I somehow read Happy Monday. I was like, it's not Monday. I'm not falling for it. Goes to show that I am actually paying attention to the map. Where did I read that one? The one that says, yo, 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 happy Thursday. Just that locked in, exactly. My attention is beginning to shift. Hoo-wee. Gotta go back to work. This makes you so nervous. Well, you can have all the nerves for me. Hope you have a good rest of your work day, Mom. Oh! Man. Never nervous. Oh, wow. What a terrible turtle. Jeez. Blessed run. Yes, indeed. Happy Thursday, Fusilli. Whew. All right. I will say, Patal, you're being awfully confrontational right now. So you're gonna need to tone it down. You're here, need to be down here. Boink. Let's go. Yesterday's PB, Ice 360. Happy Thursday, arthritis hands. Ooh, baby. That is really weird. Oh yeah, Raptor, if you go to the About section On the channel, there is a Pokemon plugin that you can use to shop. Otherwise, you can do the command PokeShop, exclamation mark PokeShop Pokeball, and then the quantity you want to buy. And that'll let you continue Poke shopping, or Poke catching. Back when you first started playing TM2 Stadium was the main game. Dang. All right, 8 equals 10. One of these days, 10 equals finish will happen. True. Although, that is going to imply that I am playing significantly more after I'm done. Which isn't necessarily untrue. Because 10 equals fin implies that if I reach 10, then the map is done. Happy Thursday, Fungus. Thank you. 2026 PB, true! Years PB, let's go. Oh, man. Yeah, I wasn't even thinking about it. Boink. Nice. Clean first jump. Oh, jeez. Little bad on the aim there. Nice. No. Thank you for the good luck, Tula. Happy Thursday. That might have worked, but it did not feel good to me. We go back. It was a little too far left. Better safe than sorry. So true. And it paid off. Son of a bitch. Oh. That one wasn't great. It's not the worst fail. But yeah, that one, you say not again, but it wasn't very good. Welcome in, Offkeys. Happy Thursday. No, luckily failing that is very often like a floor 8. Congrats on the new PB, thank you. Have the years PB. True. Also, we're still on 8. Like, this is still raring to be a very good run. Could go back up high, exactly. Honestly, wouldn't even surprise me that much. Alright. Reminder, Calorian. 8 equals 10 is descriptive, not predictive. We don't say it when I'm on 8, we say it when I'm on 10. All good. Pleb. Honestly, I'm just really happy I didn't get hold on 11. That was such a nice jump up to the roof slide. Don't say that. Now that's going to be my next 11 fall. Yeah. That is a risk that I'm willing to take. Because I want to pat myself on the back when I can. Beautiful. You know, the bright thing about that being my next 11 fail, if that was the case, means that I'm not failing the first jump of 11. I feel like that's pretty common for me. It's getting worse. Well, I can't fail 7. Confidence boost when you get past them. Mm-hmm. Ooh, baby. Perfect jump. Almost. Exactly the amount of speed that you're aiming for, though. Ooh. Yeah. No, that's true. Gross. Wasn't expecting that. Yeah, it was a couple of back-to-back kind of like really bad attempts at the final jump. The first one obviously was like way too far outside line where I was literally off the platform. And the next one was just super late. Gross. freest save. And 8 equals 10. There we go. Let's go. 07 Hav. Oh, man. Bad time to be celebrating. Clean. Nice. Fuck. I think it is savable. It's just really hard to do. I think I could have saved it better. Or saved it like 210. If I wasn't actually trying to get back up on the ramp, it would have been fine. It was definitely a mistake getting the 2 wheels off. Well, back to 8 we go. Yeah, I mean, the start of 8 is basically the same as where we landed last time. Just a couple more jumps in between. That is scuffed. Time to clear 11. Man, why didn't I say that before starting floor 11? That's obviously the answer. Hmm. 100% success rate with it so far. Oh, wait. Didn't I? No. I think I said the same thing on 15 and then didn't do it. So it's a 50-50 shot. But I think that time I was saying it self-awarely in a joking way. So who can really say if that counts? Jump from the Ganon Castle song to Paper Mario Goomba Village is something. Thank God for Shuffle, am I right? Man, I feel like this success rate thing is mostly just like vibes based then. 100% success rate with it when we use it seriously. So clearly any time that it fails, I can just say, nah, I was just joking that time. And happy Thursday, Havron. Thank you for the good luck. Don't want to listen to your playlist then. Wasn't really feeling it then. Exactly. And then we can maintain 100% success rate with our strat. Then everyone wins. Except for me when I'm not serious, apparently. Well, time to get serious. Oh, man. It is kind of funny, though, how the majority of the music that I play here has, like, a chill vibe to it. And then every once in a while, you just get, like, main villain theme from some, like, Zelda or Mario game. And all of a sudden, we're incredibly tense. Alright, let's not make a habit of that. Get to 16, slow down, showdown with Cacletta. Just starts playing. Knowing my luck, we're gonna get to 16 and then like Megalovania is gonna start playing or something. Eight equals 10. Man. Today has just been so much better compared to, like, the rest of the week. Oh, that's bad. Eight equals 10 is its own word in your dictionary. Nice. It is a certified banger, but, like, that song is, like, very tense. Song gives a very much shit just got real vibe. God damn it. Oh, I glanced at the fucking message. What am I doing? Anyway. While on the pipe? Yeah, while on the pipe. I can't help it. Sometimes I see a message that's long and I'm trying to read it and there's parentheses and quotes. Ugh. And it's just too alluring. Oh well. Could have been worse. Sick recovery, though. That landing into a dirt turtle. Quite nice. It's one of those times that I'm really glad that I just know this map like the back of my hand. In the middle of that recovery, knowing exactly where I need to recover to. You'd be a worse streamer because you would definitely neglect chat. Trying to read it there is just insanity to you. Yeah, you're not wrong. And I obviously know that I shouldn't have been trying to read it at that point. But my curiosity just gets the better of me. I see a shiny thing, I have to look at it. Oh well. Run lives on. Must see what this new message is about. Exactly. You get it. Well, failing the roof slide on 11. Much better years, PB. Time when chat helps, and there's time when it distracts. Yeah, I mean, that's just the give and take, right? Like, if I'm able to read chat and keep a conversation going and not do dumb distraction mistakes, it's very helpful. Very much calms the nerves if people aren't typing rage all the time. As long as there aren't messages that are actively making me more nervous, it is helping with nerves, absolutely. On the other hand, if you try and read it when you really shouldn't, just see what happens then. Yeah. Nope, that's true. Problem is, I'm not sure if I was actually trying to read it on the pipe, or if the opposite happened, where I saw the message, wanted to read it, and then actively thought to myself, don't read the message, don't read the message, don't read the message. And then the attempt at self-control ended up distracting me. Because I hadn't read what it said by the time I made the fall. I was very much mentally torn at that point. Oh well. Just means we climb back up. Boink. Brain being at war with itself. Oh god. As soon as he said that, my brain just thinks, I like Oreos and pussy. Oh man. And I cried for almost an hour after watching Toy Story 3. One half thinking, don't you dare read it. The other thinking, but I want to know what it says. Absolutely. Boink. Sploosh. Now that we talked about music, you pay too much attention to it. Some of those songs just aren't yours. Are you talking about the ones that are in your playlist? Small third part going. Hey, you're still driving in a very soft voice. Yeah. Honestly, like, that's the play, right? If I can just get that third voice to be a little bit louder. Maybe have it yell stop at me from time to time. Then I can just be like, oh, I'm no longer driving. I can read the message. Oh, the last two songs in this playlist before this one. Fair. Have it just yell, you're on a damn pipe, what are you doing? Yeah. To be fair, that third part of my brain did get significantly louder after I fell off the pipe. Could cause too much shock. Yeah, maybe. Or, here's another idea. I get comfortable enough with the upper floors where I can just distracted drive and read chat all the way up the tower. Then I don't even have to think about it anymore. Okie dokie. Let's not make a habit of that either. Yeah, I thought that releasing was gonna drop me into the pool, but it came so close to killing me. Good way to get conditioned immediate punishment after misbehavior. I mean, that's true. Negative reinforcement. But I don't want myself to start drooling at the sight of deep dip. Only works if it doesn't happen again. Ah! Landing after the backward portion on the mini checkpoint map is so annoying because you always hit the top of the checkpoint. Yeah, it's so true. That noise would be minor shock. Being surprised because Hav was there. Quack. No, please don't see it that way. It wasn't a serious message. What? I hope that also wasn't a serious message. Although I do... Bad ramp cut. Easy recovery, though. Boink. Let's not make it a habit of doing things we shouldn't be making habits of. I mean, this run feels just like the doing things we shouldn't be making habits of run. Let's make it a habit of that, though. Man, such a good loop. Into a good zigzag. 07 Hav again. Boink. Sploosh. Okay, no, that's fine. I probably should have restarted that. Didn't take into account the first gear. It ended up being fine, but it could have been very, very bad. Imagine if this run got to 16 like this. I guarantee that when I eventually finish, it will totally be a run like this. Like, there's no shot that I just get a super clean, normal run all the way up until the end. That would just be way too crazy. On the other hand, if I did, it would be AT. Like, the rate that I drive this map if I don't make any mistakes, is AT. How many times has this run been to 8 by now? 4th time, I think? Virtual's finished run took like 4 hours. Did it? I know his first finish run, like, as far as I know, it just dropped from like 15 to 8. My guess would have been like an hour and a half. Don't tell me you're confusing maps again. I think you're thinking about Deep Slip. Yeah. Because Deep Slip was the one where... Anyway. Deep Slip took so long that, like, the replay almost didn't save, right? Or didn't save? Well. Replay saved, but it took several minutes. Yeah. Sounds about right. $124.58 was Virtual's first deep dip run. That is really funny. I guessed... I got really close. Entirely based off of, like, vibes, I guess. Sorry for distracting with misinformation. Yeah, let's blame that on the failed 8. Surely that's the reason that my bug slide didn't work. Or was it because you were looking it up? Maybe. I don't care. It's still 5. Soon to be 6, soon to be 7, soon to be 8. And then we'll be back where we were. A happy Thursday, Colty. Got a New Year's PB. Now the proud owner of a 11 roof slide fail. Wouldn't that still make it your fault? Probably. To be fair, I think it's mostly my fault. Followed shortly behind by Doondy. Surely real PB soon. Crossing my fingers for it. Everyone knows that when in doubt, you blame the mapper. Hoping Techie won't scam you today. Well, I wouldn't put it past him. No! Fuck! Oh, are you joking? That's the hole? Anyway. Clearly Mapper's fault. That felt so unlucky. So nice of me to hop on down and give Colty company. True. Not you that was ahead of you and crashed. Surely not. Boink. All right. Time for the three of us to climb up together, surely. Boink, boink, sploosh. Wrong way. Oh man. I watched one speed run on AGDQ so far this year. And it was a very weird one to me. It was the damageless Resident Evil 2 remake run. Are you kidding? All right. I'm going for this again. Probably won't work, but... Nope. Okay. Clearly what I intended. My recovery failed and then recovered itself. Yep. Easy floor 2, no Maji scam yet. Oh god. No! God damn it. Oh, I got distracted by Colty. Oh. Happy Thursday, Greek dude. No. This time I got distracted by the car appearing out of nowhere. Because Colty had more speed going into the jump than me, so he just kind of showed up inside my car. Oh. Just get more speed. That would have fixed it, yeah. Why is Colty's name fading? Because he's paused right now. That happens just when you stop driving. Should have just followed him. Colty showed me where to go, yeah. Yeah. That is the strat. Ooh. Thought he'd dead turtle just after it. I mean, that's a possibility. That would have been kind of funny. Wait a minute, did you also fail the fish? Failed the stupid lights. Oh, okay. Always fail fish if another car is with you. I feel like even if 3 people who all wouldn't fail fish are all right next to each other, I think they would all fail fish to, or not all of them fail fish, but somebody would fail fish. I don't think I've ever seen everybody just get it. Uh-oh. Damn, that's so unlucky. Then just off to the right side of the screen, you see Colty keep turtled right out of the water. Yeah. Unlucky. It's actually super uncommon. I feel like normally you start flipping. Even if you do have the right momentum for it. Boink. All right. Just me and Hav. Time to go back to 11. Need to get really far to not flip before you exit the pool. Yeah. I think I've only had it happen like maybe 3 or 4 times. It's honestly pretty rare. Most of the time when I do that jump into the pool, my car is slow enough where I'm like front of the pool anyway. Of course, that leads to all sorts of other nonsense that can happen. Like, it's possible for your car to bounce and then fly backwards out of the pool if you're too close to the end. Hit the middle and bounce back. Yeah. Ooh. Gotta love plastic. Alright, here's the question. Do I get Tony first try, or do I fail it and recover back to 3 to sync up mine and Hobbs' runs. I don't think I'm that far ahead, so I think it's just go for Tony. Nice. -1 fall from the fall counter. Boink. Sploosh. Happy Thursday, Sorrow. And Minute. No idea what people are saying here, though. Probably try to keep it in English, please. Happy Thursday, Syra. Do I like Megadeth? I think I've listened to a little bit. I probably would. I can't say that I do, though. It was never my band of choice in high school. All right. You are up here. In this chat, we like to keep it down here. Tone it down a little bit. Have I listened to heavier stuff than Megadeth? Back in high school, I used to listen to, I think it was mostly 3 or 4 bands. I think it was Amon Amarth, Himsa, 3 Inches of Blood, and Children of Bodom. All right. Bring me the Horizon into the mix. I think my sister used to listen to that. Anyway. Not the kind of person I want to see in chat. Monomarth and Children of Bodom definitely have some bangers. Good choice. Yeah. I really enjoyed the Amon Amarth concert that I went to. Very, very good live band. Happy Thursday, Plaka. Kinda weird message. Boink. What happened? What do I think about Maduro's situation? No idea. Don't know what it is, so I can't give an informed opinion. Oh, you just see a bunch of deleted messages. Someone was being very obnoxious, like the very first thing that they did coming into chat. Had to tune my stream a little louder to hear the current music better. Thought for a moment this is some 8-bit Game of Thrones music. No, Persona. that's very bad. Okay. Happy Thursday drives. What's my favorite character from One Piece? I don't know what the second half of that. I assume you just mean Zoro. Zoroastrianism? Must be an autocorrect thing. My favorite character... I'm not entirely sure. For a long time, it was Robin. Probably still is. I'm not entirely sure, though. I do like Law a lot. Law is pretty good. And what do I think about Zoro? Also very good character. Although, as with a lot of these long-running shows, Flanderization tends to show up a lot. Not the biggest fan of the he gets lost every time he does anything thing. Brook and Sanji. I think Sanji was probably one of my lowest until Whole Cake. And I feel like Brook is definitely one of those, like, you love him or you hate him kind of characters. I think I'm more on the loving him side, though. Happy Thursday, Red Eggs. Was zoning out for a bit and then you suddenly hear you say your name. Man, that's really weird. I don't think I've ever met anyone named Sanji. Haven't met you? I mean, I guess technically I haven't met any of you, right? But Sanjiro. Happy Thursday. I mean, you have an extra character, to be fair. Share your name with a different One Piece character. No, I got it. Actually, that's not true, because I said the names of so many One Piece characters. I think the most likely ones are Robin and Brook, though. I feel like those are relatively common names. Based off the timing, my guess would be Brook. Laboon. Clearly, Laboon is the best One Piece character. Unironically, like Nami the most. Yeah, Nami's not a bad choice. I think if I was going to choose a character like that, I would prefer Usopp, though. It's Robin. Oh, okay. Man, my timing was off then. That's cool, though. Oh, man, that's something that I just thought about when it comes to, like, kid names. One Piece has some pretty good names that you could name. I don't know if I would want to name my kid after a perverted skeleton, though. Your bad internet and stream delay? Maybe. Like I said before, I wasn't entirely sure, so it could have been either one. Probably with Nami is that she is most often key in some lewd reimaginations. Don't like that. That's true. Alright, what's your favorite thing about Nami? I just feel like she hasn't really gotten enough attention since, like, literally East Blue. Like Arlong Park. I can't actually think of any main arcs where Nami is, like, the important character after that. Funny and connects the group, has some backstory you enjoy. Okay. No, that's all fair. Jave's about a floor and a half behind me on Double Dip currently. 33 minutes in his run. His pace is incredible. Yeah, he is really good. I think if I remember right, he was saying that, like, floor 8, essentially, was his PB last time we spoke. So he's probably floor 7 right now. And when we were talking, he was saying like 40-something minutes. Of course, as soon as we start talking about it, rip. But yeah, 40-ish minutes. I think 45 minutes or something to floor 8, if I'm not mistaken. Something around there was his best. Oh god. Yeah, I'm talking about his hunting PB. Because he stopped doing, like, regular trying to not fall runs after Sammy finished. His hunting PB was floor 8 last time that I checked. Of Deep Dip 2. On double dip, the reactor's... Oh, yeah. Raptor just said it, but the reactor is blocked. Have to actually climb normally. Typically finishes Deep Dip 1 around 24 minutes. Okay. Ooh. Is he still going for the magnet yeet? Insane how Havoc can get to floor 7 Deep Dip 2 faster than your Deep Dip 1 fin run. And your run has no falls. Yeah. No, he's a beast. There we go. And no turtle. Very nice. Beautiful. 8 equals 10. Alright, more days like this, please. Your Deep Dip 1 checkpoint per floor run took 8 hours. What was the main holdup? Was it like floor 6? Or floor 13? I think those generally tend to be the hardest quoted floors. Makes sense though. Checkpoint per floor is really hard. 13, yeah. God damn it. Fucking pipe, man. All right. Ooh. Oh, 07 Hav. Man. That damn pipe. Today's been a good day, though. Be back up there soon enough. Won't message while I'm on the pipe. Yeah. I mean, it's up to me not to read messages while I'm on the pipe. That time wasn't anyone's fault, though. That one was just me not driving properly. Oh, God. Why did I send? Why would I send that? Okay. I have to go to the gym in a half an hour. So I'm actually going to go onto the replay editor and practice. And this time I'm not using checkpoints, and I'm just going to go... I think I'm going to start on floor 10. I don't think I need to practice the spot that... I don't think I need to practice all of the stuff at the beginning. The main part that usually gets me is pipes and 360. So same as my warm-up. Do I want to try that save on the last jump? Not really. I've messed with it before, and I know at the very least that you can jump back down to 9, I believe. Oh wait, no, that's with the tires on the side. I don't know if I've ever tried the recovery with the front tires. I don't know. It's not that relevant. It just doesn't come up very often. Nice. Yeah, I don't know if I've ever gotten to 16 from 10. Like, in a row without checkpoints. It'll be good practice. God damn it. Man, that roof slide has been weird for me today. And I feel like something kind of clicked for me for the Ice 360 today. No. Oh, man. I don't know what happened there. I think I needed to come to a more complete stop. That's what I'm talking about. More break. I had been trying to do it with like minimal braking, and that was not working too well. Nice. Clean. God damn it. I keep jumping too far right side of the pipe, or of the quarter pipe roof slide thing. That one I could definitely feel that it wasn't going to work. $11 was such a bottleneck. Yeah. I have practiced it a bit, so I thought that I had it mostly down. But it's sure acting troublesome today. Happy Thursday, though, Storm Speaker. Welcome in. That jump is giving you issues every time you do it. Haven't figured out the right setup yourself. The biggest problem for me is I'm not accustomed to entering wall rides. So I don't really understand how to jump into the wall ride properly. But once I do get a smooth entry into the wall ride, it's all just about aiming for a specific spot and then holding right. Really now? Okay. Not the worst fail, but unlucky. Gotta love plastic. Yeah. I haven't failed the 360 today. At all. I mean, it's early in this warm down, cool down thing. So there's always a chance that I do it anyway, but I really feel like I've figured it out. Yo, $500,000. That's a lot of berries. Boink. Oh my God. I better be able to get to 12 during this cooldown. It would be so strange if I wasn't able to. Neither, Christina. Happy Thursday. This isn't a checkpoint map. This is the replay editor. And specifically the replay editor for the main map with no checkpoints. The thing is, I've been going to the gym, so I've been ending streams earlier lately. Because I need to be at the gym around 3:30 my time. Oh yeah, Happy New Year. So true. But I came over here because I didn't really have enough time to do another regular run. And figured it would be a good idea to just practice the high part that I've been failing a lot. Thought it would be fun to specifically try floor 10 and go from 10 to as high as I could. Hasn't turned out too well so far. Right now I haven't even made it past the roof slide on 11. But my God. Something clicked for the 360. It wouldn't surprise me if I never failed a 360 again. It absolutely wouldn't surprise me at all if I did, but this feels like I I like unlocked the key. There was just something I was missing before, and now I know it. Boink. All right. This one, surely. All right, good recovery. There we go. Beautiful. All right, floor 12. Finally cleared 11. I mean, I did it earlier during the warm-up, like second try, but first time in the 16 minutes that I've been trying after the stream, or after the main runs. Nice. Clean. Whoa. Almost drove off a cliff. Oh, terrible. I did one extra right tap during that. And this is the pool. Oh, yeah. You drive down here. And it goes to 8. Or 9. Well, 8, but essentially 9. God, it's so easy. Yeah. I think the problem is just the pipes now. If I can get like 100% consistent on those pipes, we might be in 8 equals 11 territory. Boink. Boink. All right, I think maybe the problem that I was having before was that I wasn't entering the roof slide early enough. Never mind. Oh, I missed. Holy, what a save. Okay. Welcome in, Totov. Happy Thursday.
Bad day to be one of those spectators.
Oh, yeah, right? Oh, man. Oh. Thank you for the 100-bit spectator. Happy Thursday. Ooh. Oh, man. That was a strange way to fail 10, though. Very rarely do I make it across the ice 360 and then fail that part of it. Alright, a little bad there, but saved by the extended brake tap. Nice. Oh, gross. Well, might as well do the recovery from here. Nice. Ice 360 is probably back to being one of my favorite jumps. I've always loved the way that it feels, but I was a little bitter about it because it kept being very inconsistent for me. Once again, really happy with my Ice 360s. Whew. Accidentally did a plastic speed slide. There we go. All right, pretty please. Let's go to 11. Or go to 12, I mean. Go to 12. I definitely need to work on 11 more, though. That is becoming very clear to me. Only getting a single 11 clear in 26 minutes is brutal. Anyway, I said that last one was my last one, but one more. Oh, man. Let's go. Good recovery. That time it was going to be too slow, I think. And I purposefully did the plastic speed slides. Little wiggles on the plastic. Beautiful. Oh, nice. That is what we like to see. Alright, little scary, but we take those. Woo! Straight into the pool. Alright. Gotta catch me another Zubat. Alright. 15 minutes per 11 is still very bad. Need to work on that, but... at the very least, it's better than it was before. Oof. Almost completely awful. Nice. Oh. Dirt, no! Gross. Anyway. Time to display my superiority over... oh, never mind. Never mind. We're falling. Oh, survived. What a save. Ten's got nothing on me now, though. Of course. Just a practice. Just a practice. Alright. For some reason, doing that. Just wanted to keep playing it. Yeah, just needed more pipe practice, right? Man, that was sick. Not very often that I do that the intended way. I think that was only my second time pulling it off. That got really high on the plastic. Ever since he saw my strat, you don't do it intended. I mean, the strat that I use is significantly more consistent. Like, it's literally press forward. If you're actually going for a real run, there's no reason not to go for it. It is slower because it has a setup, but like, why do it the normal way? Oops. Anyway. Ooh, computer doesn't like me opening up a new browser. Have fun at the gym, thank you. I like this practice thing at the end. Feels good. All right. See you all tomorrow for Checkpoint Friday. Peace.